Have you ever wished you could just clone yourself? I mean, if you're a creator, a professional, really anyone building a brand, you know that feeling. You want to connect with every single person, but there are just not enough hours in the day. Well, today we're going to dig into a platform that's trying to solve that exact problem. Just think about it for a second. When you were first starting out, you probably could, right? You were in there replying to every comment, answering every DM. That's how you built your community. But as you get bigger, that trickle of messages turns into a tidal wave. And look, it's a great problem to have, for sure, but it's a problem that can cut you off from the very audience that got you there in the first place. And that's the painful truth of it all. The personal touch, the thing that makes you, you, is the first thing to go when you start to scale. It's like this invisible ceiling that every successful person hits. Answering thousands of questions one-on-one, it's just not sustainable. And until now, that trade-off between getting bigger and staying connected seemed, well, unavoidable. So this is what we call the engagement bottleneck. It's that exact point where your growth is actually held back by your ability to personally engage. Your content is out there, reaching tons of people, but you, the actual person behind it all, you just can't keep up. And this is not just a creator problem, not by a long shot. I mean, look at this list. A YouTuber is absolutely buried in comments. A real estate agent has to answer the same 3 questions about a new listing 100 times a day. A doctor wants to give patients good info to take home, but they're slammed. Every single one of them is spending precious time on repetitive communication instead of the work that really moves the needle. Okay, so what's the solution here? What if you could build an assistant that already knows everything you know, an assistant that could handle all those questions for you and, here's the kicker, works around the clock? That is the whole idea behind A2V2.ai. Let's be super clear about what this is. A2V2.ai takes your stuff, your videos, your documents, your website, and it uses all of that to build an AI that can chat with your audience. The most important thing to get is that this isn't some generic off-the-shelf chatbot. No, it's an AI version of you, trained only on your expertise. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. It's all about keeping that authentic feel, but at a massive scale. Your audience doesn't feel like they're talking to a cold, sterile bot. They feel like they're getting an answer straight from you because, well, the knowledge is 100% yours. Now, I know what you're thinking. AI clone. It sounds a little bit like science fiction, right? But the technology making this happen is actually really methodical, pretty elegant. So let's pull back the curtain and see how this thing actually works. Okay, so at the very heart of this tech is something called a vector database. And to understand it, just forget about old-school keyword searches. Instead, think of it like a super intelligent librarian. This librarian doesn't just find a book with the word budgeting in the title. It understands you're asking about how to save money or financial planning, and it finds the most relevant paragraphs from your entire library of content. It gets the meaning, you know? And the process to actually create your AI clone, it's incredibly straightforward. Step 1, you just feed it your content. Point it to your YouTube videos, upload your PDFs, whatever you've got. Step 2, the system does all the heavy lifting, building that smart vector database we just talked about. And step 3, boom, it generates your AI web app. That's it, you're ready to roll. So, an AI that can answer questions 24/7 is obviously a huge deal. But that's really just the starting point. A2V2.ai is actually designed to be a complete business ecosystem that goes way, way beyond a simple chat window. We've all seen those link in bio tools, right? Things like Linktree. They're basically a digital business card with a list of links. It's fine, but kind of passive. A2V2.ai takes that whole idea and just flips it on its head. Instead of that passive list, you get an interactive hub. Your audience doesn't just see where they can go, they can ask questions and engage right then and there. It turns a simple link into a powerful conversation starter and a data gathering machine. And this ecosystem just keeps getting bigger. It's got a built-in CRM for managing customer relationships. There are specialized versions for real estate and medicine. You can lock content behind a sign-in for, say, a paid course. And for the real tech heads out there, you can even choose which large language model, or LLM, powers the whole thing. Just think of the LLM as the brain that does the reasoning, and choosing your own gives you way more control over cost and performance. So when you start putting all these different pieces together, the real advantage becomes crystal clear.
This isn't just about tacking an AI onto your current setup. It's about having one single integrated platform that handles your digital presence, from that very first contact all the way through to customer management.
But what does this all really mean for you day to day? Well, it means you can finally scale your connection with your audience. It means you get these incredible data insights. Every single question someone asks your AI is a clue about what they actually care about. That means you can optimize your content based on what people are asking for, not just guesswork. And it puts you in the driver's seat when it comes to costs. What's really cool is that the platform is designed to grow with you. You can literally get started for free just to try it out. Then, as your channel or your business grows, you can move up the tiers to get more power and more features. It's accessible whether you're just starting from scratch or you're running a huge agency. So ultimately, this is the main thing to walk away with. A2V2.ai isn't just another little tool to add to your toolbox. It's really positioning itself as a foundational platform for managing and scaling your entire digital presence in a world that's becoming more and more driven by AI. And that's the thought I really want to leave you with. Your content, it's out there on the internet, but is it just sitting there waiting for someone to watch it? Or is it actively working for you, engaging, answering questions, and building relationships around the clock? Because that choice right there, that could define the entire next phase of your growth.